Prepare yourself to be blown away by the seismic sound and scrutiny of Aftershocks Podcast with Chris Aiken and Matt Hartnett.
It is the Aftershocks Podcast right here at aftershockspodcast.com. And on with us right now is an absolute legend, of one of the all-time legends in metal, Mr. Udo Dirkschneider, who is back with a brand new release, a special release for UDO fans or for Udo fans, called We Are One, which we will definitely sit down and talk to Udo about. So, Udo, welcome back to the show.
Hello.
Good to see you, my friend. Well, Udo, let's talk about We Are One because, as I said in the intro, it's a very special release for, I think, not only for fans, but for you as well, because it is such a different effort than anything that you've really done in the past.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's a different one. And I don't want to call it a normal UDO album, it's more a concept album. It's in a way also a project with an orchestra together. But it's not a normal orchestra, it's symphonic with violins and stuff like that. It's a symphonic brass orchestra, So that makes it definitely more heavy. And I'm really happy with the whole thing, and for us it was very important that we can do whatever we want, I mean, if I'm doing a normal UDO album, I mean, then you have some, how you said it, limits, you cannot go to jazz music or whatever,
Right.
And but with this album, I mean, we had completely, freeness, we can do whatever we want. So, and then, here we go. We started composing the songs. And we did 3 shows with this brass orchestra, and then in the end, I mean, we were sitting together with the 2 main guys. They're doing the arrangements for the orchestra, and then we were selecting all the ideas. Yeah, and then and I think in the end we found the right songs, the right ideas, and then we start working together, and that was a very interesting thing, I think for us, we was learning a lot, and I think also the orchestra was learning a lot.
Sure. Now, I have to imagine for you, Udo, that it was very different the way you wrote the music, because you're used to, you've written 20, however many albums at this point, for 4 or 5 piece band. To go from that to a full orchestra where you have so many different sounds that to consider, how difficult was it for you, creating music in this fashion versus how you normally create music?
No, it was not so different to do this, I mean, we just wrote the songs. But of course, what I said before, in our head was already a little bit to orchestra. I mean, we did 3 shows together with them, and then for us it was when we select all the songs together with these 2 guys from the orchestra. So we said, okay, please start working on it and show us what you want to do arranging wise for the orchestra. Put it into the music, So and. Then they came up, the first song arranging for was Future is the Reason Why. And that was like really, wow, it works, So, and then, of course, I mean, there in the beginning, they were a little bit shy. They say, can we change it here? And can we change it there? But no problem. Yeah, maybe you change the harmony here and there. And it was also interesting for us, how they creating atmospheres.
Sure.
And we were learning a lot when we was working on this album, and so and then in the end, I mean, that took nearly arranging wise, nearly a whole year. Okay, we was not we've been not constantly working on this album, you know. But the whole process was nearly 1 year, and then we start recording. But we was not recording together with the orchestra. That was not possible. So we was recording on our own, the band and the choirs, and then they was putting everything on there. They was playing over our playbacks.
Okay. Now, the one I think probably the biggest change for you as a writer was that you worked with Lieutenant Colonel Christoph Schiebling, who, you know, obviously he had his input into this, which is very different for you, you know, especially in the last 15, 20 years of writing UDO, where you write primarily everything.
But he was not in a way the guy who did all the arrangements. There are two guys. They have two guys in the orchestra. They do all the arrangements for the orchestra. Mm-hmm. But in the end, he said, of course, he said, okay, that's good, and this is not good, you know. And so it was not difficult to do the whole thing, you know. And from the point on, we got the first arrangement from the orchestra. We knew everything will work, you know. So it was in a way easy. Let's say it this way.
Sure. Do you think that you will do this type of a project again, or is this just a very special one-off type of a project for you?
I don't want to say never, say never, but right. Okay, now we will see how the album is doing, how the people like that, you know, and and now the next step is the new UDO album is coming out. We are working already on the new album, sure. And and then we will see how the album is doing, and then maybe we do definitely the show in Wacken. I mean, this year is everything is cancelled, right? And then next year we are already confirmed for the show with the orchestra in Wacken, and and then we will see. Maybe next year we do some shows together, and then we will see. Maybe in 2 years, I don't know, 3 years, can be happen that we do another one, you know.
Right, certainly. Now, Udo, going back to We Are One. You really hit some very real world topics that are happening today, probably more than at any time in your career. Why did you decide to write about such topics now, you know, in such a controversial time?
Yeah, but I mean, when we wrote the lyrics, there we didn't have the corona. There was nothing happened with the Floyd thing, you know. But now, I mean, it's really in a way up to date, you know. So what can I say? I mean, the point was when we were sit together and talking about how we want to do this album, what kind of messages we want to do. It was also important for the orchestra. That we have some topics, how you call it, like what's going on in the world. I mean, wrong, you know, and it's like a lot of things, you know. It's like against political stuff, right parties, you know, about all the climate stuff, what's going on, burning down the Amazonas woods, and loneliness. Stuff, you know, like all the plastic what we have in oceans, and also the meaning is we are one. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, red, yellow, or whatever. Mm-hmm. We're all humans, you know. We have to stay together instead of fighting each other. I mean, we have to take care of our planet. I mean, there is no planet B, and so we have to take care. I mean, there is for the upcoming come on, Udo, upcoming young people, you know, sure. So I mean, this is very important, and I hope that the people start thinking a little bit, especially now with this corona thing, you know. And I mean, now at the moment, it's like people help each other. They're talking more to each other, And yeah, hopefully, it will be something after the Corona thing is over. Hopefully, very very soon, and and then maybe something will left. But definitely, we have to do something, to stop all this bullshit what's going on in the world.
Right. Sure. Now, Udo, you did mention that there is new UDO music being worked on. I'm assuming that it's more traditional, like the more traditional UDO stuff, which has been fabulous, especially the last 4 or 5 records in a row have been so good. Is the new music in that same like Steel Factory type of in your
yeah, little bit of Steel Factory, but it's also like I have really young musicians in the band, and they're coming up with very interesting arrangements and how they play in a way a little bit more modern, but it's still UDO, but it's very interesting. And also what is very interesting now, when they came up with song ideas, you can see or you can hear that something was coming out also of the whole process of the orchestra album, little things, very interesting. So, and I mean, I'm really looking forward. So, let's say we are nearly done, and then we have to do mixing, mastering stuff, and the album will be out. If everything goes normal, the beginning of next year. I don't know when. We have to wait. What's going on?
Sure. If let's just, for the sake of argument, since it seems logical, if Corona if there's no cure yet or no vaccine or anything for the coronavirus, and you won't be able to tour, will you hold the album until you're able to tour?
Yeah, I mean, normally it was planned that we do South America, Russia, and the US and Canada, and also a big, long European tour together with Halloween, and that was still the Steel Factory stuff,
Sure.
So that was we didn't play in South America with Steel Factory, and also not in America and Canada, So that was, but now everything gone.
Right.
And hopefully, cross the finger that everything will be normal next year, so that we can, do the whole tour stuff then next year. So then the people are lucky, then they see already maybe some new UDO stuff. So,
absolutely. Now, Udo, no secret, you are one of the older guys that still rocks extremely hard. On tour, this coronavirus, with it making you come to a full stop, does it make you think that, you've only got so much time left and it's taking it away from you?
No, I don't know. No, I don't think so. But, okay. I mean, let's say in a way, I'm still busy until the middle of August in a way. And then the rest of the year, I don't know. There will be nothing going on. But, it's like maybe after all these years, constantly touring and I don't know, making albums and all that stuff, maybe it's good to have a break, can think about a lot of things, and maybe also, I don't know, maybe we already start writing songs, just for the future.
Right. You're never going to retire. That's what
No, not really. Not really.
Very nice. Well, Udo, the new album is called We Are One. It is, yes. It's a very special release for anybody that's been a fan of you, whether it's with Accept or as Dirk Schneider or as UDO. It's it's definitely something people should give a listen to. So I'll tell you what, Udo, why don't you pick a song from it that we can share with people, and we'll give them a taste.
Yeah, I think the opener, Pandemonium, is definitely the right one.
All right. Well, let's check it out right now. This is Pandemonium. It is UDO, and this is Aftershocks.
Okay.
All right.
empty-handed. Our world a parking lot. We live in golden towers. Worship the cloud and night. See that electric power.
Thanks for listening to Aftershocks. For more episodes, go to our website at www.aftershockspodcast.com. Visit us on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages for more news and information on the podcast. And be sure to subscribe, listen to, and review all episodes on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other podcast platforms. For your music listening pleasure, visit our website or go to www.shockwavesradio.com. For all comments and questions, please email us at info@aftershockspodcast.com.